Each week during this segment, we give each panel member a chance to say what's on their mind. Colin?
Yes, sir. Well, you know, and it's talking about the media as much as we have tonight. I found it very amusing last night, having watched the debate, and I personally I really thought that Bernie Sanders did very well. I thought that Hillary Clinton was very much on script. She certainly does well about sticking on script, but when it came to substance, he really took her to task on a number of things, and not even just taking her to task, but actually hitting issues, doing what you would expect in a debate. But, you know, CNN certainly didn't seem to see it that way. They were Hillary, Hillary, Hillary all morning that I was watching the follow-up this morning. And I think it's somewhat sad that, you know, we can't just let the facts stand on their own.
All right. Jim?
So, this week we learned that Playboy is going to no longer print nude pictures.
Vaginas are scary.
In other news, Chick-fil-A has moved to beef. And Arthur Treacher's, or not Arthur Treacher's, who's the other one? The fish and chips place has started selling couches. You know, this, and the quote that I loved, and I'm not going to get this verbatim, but something along the lines of, you could go to the internet and for free you can see any sex act you want, any time of day, any day of the week. And, you know, I'm not a Playboy subscriber. We were at one point, and I say we. We were at one point a long time ago.
For the stories, for the articles.
Shel Silverstein wrote in that, you know, that's totally fine.
The point is that you know, I always saw Playboy as truly the artsy side of nude.
Very airbrushed and artsy.
But it was artsy, okay? And unlike things like Penthouse and all of the other ones, have they just suggested that what they've been doing all of these years is porn, just like what you see on the internet, any sex act, anytime, any day? I was saddened by that. And I don't think it's a good business decision.
I'm sure they'll probably go back on their decision at some point.
Hugh is probably not happy at this point. Is Hugh even alive? I think he is.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, on that note, Ashley.
Americans are prudes. And we're also incredibly self-involved. I want to bring to light an interesting study that I read the other day, that selfie suicides and selfie-driven accidental homicides are on the loose and on the rise for folks that are taking photos of themselves on train tracks with trains coming directly towards them, to a most recent example of a gentleman that was hopping from rock to rock at Annapolis Rocks, taking the best photo of himself with that beautiful skyline and plunging to his death because he wasn't paying attention. I got to tell you, folks, nature is definitely best seen through your own two eyes. Put your phone down and pay attention. Because just because you capture a photo on Facebook forever doesn't mean that you're invincible.
Exactly.
So I'd like to take a moment to, first of all, thank everyone for having me on the flip side for the first time. And I wanted to bring to light an issue. We have a lot of unemployed and underemployed people in Hagerstown and Washington County. What can we do to help those residents better themselves? And I'd like to quote Jim Rohn: "The same winds of fortune blow on us all. It's not the winds of fortune that affect your course, it's the setting of the sail. How can we help people set a better sail?"
Interesting.
And that's all the time we have for tonight, but we hope you'll like us on Facebook at facebook.com/theflipsidetv, follow us on Twitter, or email us feedback@theflipsidetv.com. And be sure to join us again next week for another visit to the Flipside.